Hello, and welcome back to another FPL video. As it seems, you enjoy a lot those tier lists that I make, and today I've decided to do a little bit of a different tier list from the general bunch. It's not the price point, it's not anything. I'm going to rate the number 9s for every team in the league. 20 strikers, we're going to go from must own to don't. There are some choices that are not yet confirmed, some rumors I will be talking about them when I get to them. There's some price points that I will discuss, and yeah, some different opinions. If you want to see more of my content and of my team, of everything, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I will be doing a lot of live streams before the start of the season, so if you want to tune in, don't be afraid. Once again, subscribe and turn the notifications on so you can be there for the taking. Now, let's start. The first one is Armstrong from Southampton. He's a 5.5 talisman guy. And for me, he's a very great choice to be discussed. If you're going for a 5.5 and you want to go there, it's going to take a lot of time for them to settle in the Prem though. So I'm not going to go with a great choice still, because I want to see how they are playing, how he's performing, but I feel like he's going to do just like Morris did last year for Luton, so he's the first entering the wait and see category. Next up is Darwin Núñez. He is rumored to be the striker for Liverpool under Slot, but that's not confirmed yet. We need to see him play, we need to see him get up to speed. He hasn't played any minutes in preseason yet, he has just returned, so it gets a little bit tricky if he enters the frame, if he joins the team immediately. Is he going to be eased in a minute by minute? So another player that's going into the wait and see. Next up is Gw1. He has just signed from City to Ipswich, and he's going to be their main man up front, but I don't feel like they're going to perform that good. Like Armstrong is still 5.5, but Gw1 being how to say it, a new guy to the Prem. Realistically, even though he was a City graduate of the academy, I don't feel like he's going to perform that well from the start, so he enters the situational bracket, and for game week 1 it's just situational. Next up is Fulkrug. He is not yet confirmed to be signed for West Ham, but by the time you are watching this video, he might. So we need to see how he gets up to speed into the Prem. It's a new league. He's coming from the Bundesliga, but still it's a completely different league to go for. So he is another player going into the wait and see category. Next up is Dominic Calvert-Lewin. He's the main for Everton. I don't see anyone surpassing him there, but Everton are not a team to target, in my opinion. Attacking wise, maybe when their fixtures turn for the better, maybe, but he's just in the situational category, not too good for my liking. Next up is Erling Haaland. I don't think I have to say anything about him. For me, he is a must-own player, and I don't see myself starting without him or going anywhere into game week 1, 2, 3, and 4 specifically. Without him, it's just a risky thing, and I don't want to take that risk specifically with my striker. Next up is the Warsen new signing for Wolves. He is a great guy. He has been scoring in the La Liga, but Prem, once again, a different breed, and he is into the wait and see category. Next up is Havertz, a great choice in my opinion. I don't know if he is starting in the forward line, in the midfield line. They're rumored to be signing Merino to fill in that midfield spot, but he can still play there against the weaker oppositions. Jesus is rumored to be playing up front. I don't know what to believe in, but for me, he is a great choice to start game week 1 with. Next up is Højlund. He is injured for the start of the season, so he's going to enter the don't category. When he comes back, he may go into the must-own or great choice, but being injured doesn't do him anything special there, so yeah, he's in the don't category. Next up is Isaac. If he's fit, he's a must-own. Penalties, talismanic, up front, he has so many shots, he's doing so well, so yeah, I'm not going without Isaac in game week 1 if he's fit. Next up is Muniz. talismanic for Fulham. New signing Smith Rowe is going to elevate his game, in my opinion, and for me, he is a great choice to start game week 1 with. And there is one more player that is going to enter that frame for a similar price, and for me, it's going to do well for Fulham, specifically with those great fixtures. Next up is Jackson, another player in the don't section. I haven't seen him play yet a lot of minutes, and Kunku can play there. New guy Gw1 can play there. Osimhen is rumored with Chelsea, so he's just in the don't section. Richarlison the same. He hasn't played any single minute. He is injured, so I'm not going to go with Richarlison. Next up is Suwanke, and he immediately enters the wait and see category because he's going to be most probably joining Spurs. He's going to be their number 9, and if he starts playing immediately, he is a great choice, even a must-own, if you ask me. But for now, it's a wait and see, in my opinion. Next up is Joao Pedro, another player that is going into the wait and see. He has been injured so far during preseason, but he might be on penalties. He might be coming back for game week 1, and for game week 4 and 5, they have a pretty good game week there, so Joao Pedro immediately enters that frame. Next up is Mateta, and he enters the situational bracket, not because he's as bad as the other two guys, but he is playing still in the Olympics, and we don't know if he's going to come back for game week 1. Is he going to get some rest before that? I'm not completely sure. We haven't heard from the Glasner, the Crystal Palace manager, what is going to happen, so yeah, I will be not risking it with Mateta for the start, but for sure as a very situational pick and can do bits. Next up is Ivan Toney. I'm deliberating between wait and see and situational, but let's put him in wait and see. He's a great forward and he can do pretty well, but we don't know where he is going to be playing. Is he going somewhere abroad? Is he going to remain in Brentford because their new Thiago striker has been injured, and maybe they will keep Tony up until winter, but then they will lose some value, so it's pretty tricky. So it's between situational and wait and see, but for now I will be putting him into the wait and see category. Then it's Vardy. I just don't want to go with him. Yes, he's one of the greats in the Prem, but still he's old. They're trying to sign most probably other strikers. We need to see how he does. So for game week 1, he's just a don't player. Yeah. Next up is Chris Wood, another great choice. He is doing pretty well in the Forest shirt. He's a talismanic player for the manager. He plays up front. I know that Awoni is coming back, but they can play both of them together. They can move in a 4-4-2 formation. In a 5-3-2, they're great once again. So a lot of things can happen there, but Wood is going to start the season and he is a great choice. And last but not least is Ole Watkins, once again a great choice of a striker. He hasn't played any minute under the preseason, but still he has been so good during the last season and during Euros for England as well for the minutes that he's played. So yeah, that's going to be a great transfer to make if you're up to signing an expensive Villa player. The must-own players are two for me. Haaland and Isaac haven't left any of my drafts yet, so yeah, I will be not going without them. They have been doing well in preseason still. I don't fancy preseason form, but still they have been doing well. The great choice of Havertz, Muniz, Wood and Watkins to fill up that third striker spot. If you want to go with 5 midfielders though, those are the guys that you're going to omit. Wait and see for the next 7 players that are doing pretty good numbers overall and can do bits. Situational picks, Mateta can easily go into the great choice, but for game week 1 he's situational, and those don't strikers down below are going to be omitted by me because first Højlund is injured, then Zirkzee is signed, Jackson not sure, Richarlison still injured, and Vardy is not going to do it for me. I hope you enjoyed this tier list making because I quite like it. I like to rank those players, so this is a good ranking in my opinion. If you agree, don't forget to subscribe, like, put down a comment if you think I've made something wrong, but in my opinion those are great players and they can do bits. Yeah, that wraps it up for today, guys. If you want to see more, once again, join the community, join the mini league. I will be promoting it way more before the start of the season because there are some rewards. If you want to be, it's completely free for you to join, so tune in for more, subscribe, like. But for now, guys, I'll be heading out. Bye.